Welcome back to the channel, guys. What I'm going to be doing today is a collaboration video with Jess from Endurance Room, and what we're going to be talking about is kit that we're going to use, a loadout for a day trip out in the woods, basically doing some bushcraft. So I've been watching the Endurance Room channel for a little while now. Jess is a lovely guy. I really like his style of how he puts his videos together. It's really kind of chilled out, relaxed, there's no ego there. And I really like some of his ideas about what he gets up to, what kit he uses, how he gets on with his business. So I reached out to him and I just thought, you know, do you fancy doing a collaboration video? And he was all like, yeah, cool, why not? So here we are. And what we're going to do is I'm basically just going to talk through what kit I would take out for literally just a day in the woods, practicing bushcraft, all that sort of good stuff, and have a bit of a comparison about what I would do, what kit I would bring, compared to what Jess would use for a day out in his woods out in the States. So kit starts on your person, okay? I've done a video on my loadout of my smock, so I'm not going to actually go through all that. I'll put a link up to that there, and you can have a look at what I use for, you know, what my kit loadout is for my smock. Just normal stuff though, you know, I've got my admin lump there, I've got medical items, I've got a survival kit. From there then, after my smock, what I've also got is my Bushcraft belt kit, okay? So this is based on a British tactical belt. I've had this for a couple of years now. Really, really nice belt, okay? Lovely and padded there. And then I've just got a series of pouches on it. I have done a video on this, so I'm not going to go into massive detail on this. I'll just talk in general about what I've got. So I've got a small pouch on the front here. I've got some bellows. I've got a knife sharpener. I've got a multi-tool. I've got some fire plugs, so these are tinders for starting fires. I've got some oil for keeping my knife nice and clean and sharp when I'm sharpening it. Some emergency matches there, some purification tablets, and a couple of mini Siloons. So that's all in that little pouch. Going on from there then, I'll just close that up. I've got my SE5, which is a great knife. That's in a sheath by Heathen Kydex. So really solid beast of a knife, great for processing wood and all that sort of good stuff. Okay, round the back then I've got this pouch here that's got my medical gear in. And this is based on what people use in the military. It's basically accessible from either side. You've got a handle on either side, so you can reach around with your right hand or your left hand and grab the thing and pull it out. So this has got a trauma kit in it. Plus I've got like the smaller items for cuts and grazes and burns and stuff like that as well, but I'm not going to pull all that out. Coming round from there then, I've got my Barco folding saw. Again, great for processing wood. And then I've actually got a dump pouch here. So this basically just pulls out like so. And you've got a dump pouch there ready for, you know, doing your foraging or collecting tinder, stuff like that for starting your fires. Then last thing on the front here on the left then, I've got a set of gloves. Obviously you need a set of gloves if you're using bladed objects, because the chances are you may catch yourself, no matter how much you've used knives and saws and stuff like that. It's essential that you wear a pair of gloves to protect yourself when you're doing that sort of thing. Also, you know, working with fire, you don't want to burn your hands picking things up from the fire like pots and pans and stuff like that. So that's the Bushcraft belt kit right there. Moving on from there then, I've got my day sack here. So this is the Savota Kahaka 25. I will be doing a review on this fairly soon. So I've had this probably about 2 months now, something like that. I've used this quite a bit. I've taken this on the hills, I've taken this on exercise, and I've actually taken it out in lots of weather, lots of different kinds of weather conditions and stuff. And this is an absolute beast of a pack, so stand by for a review on this. So what I'll do now is I'll just break down what I carry in the main pack. Right then, so you can see on the outside of the pack, I've got my axe here. And this, basically I've just bodged this a little bit. I've got this quick release thing that I've got for Berghaus Monroe. That just does undoes like so. And I've got some paracord, you can see at the bottom, and it just loops out like so. Obviously an axe is a great bit of kit if you are looking to build things or, you know, process wood for making fires and stuff. On the external pockets then, now there is a rhyme and reason for this, so I'll talk about why I've got kit packed in certain parts of the pack as well. So on this side, I've got my basher. So I've done a bit of an intro to this on one of my previous videos. I've got a tiger stripe basher that was made by Mac Tightwad. Lovely bit of kit. I think this is 2.5 by 3 meters if I remember right. Got all the jungle loops, jungle lines attached to it already, good to go. And I've got pegs in there as well. So I've got my complete sort of shelter there ready to go. On the other side, like I say, I've got a rhyme and reason. The reason why that's there is so that if it's raining, I've got it accessible, quick to hand, I can grab it out and get it up. Also, once it's wet, it's not going inside the main pack, so it's not getting all the rest of my kit wet. Okay, so on the left-hand side then, what I've got is a litre of water in a 58 water bottle, and then I've got the metal mug to cook on with the lid for the metal mug too. So there's my cooking vessel and my water. Top lid then, so this has got a little pouch on the top lid here. In here I've got kind of bits and pieces pouch here, and in here I've got stuff for fixing things and just small bits and pieces. So I've got bank line, I've got paracord, I've got bungees and ranger bands for help bodging things and fixing things, some small zip ties, about half a dozen of those. I've got some gear aid, so this is patches for a sleeping mat. I've got some Kevlar cord and some large bore needles for repairing things, super glue again repairing, black tape again bodging and repairing, and just general use for all sorts of things. I've got a spare lighter because I've always got one in my smock, but that's just a spare. And then I've got half a dozen, or what's that, 7 AAA batteries actually. So for my head torch, to make sure that, you know, I can replace batteries if I run out of power. I've also got a spork, head torch, you know, absolutely essential for outdoor stuff. Make sure you can see what's going on at night, hands free. I've got a bag for rubbish. This is out of one of the old ration packs. It's just a sealable bag, so I can take away all my rubbish, leave no trace and all that good stuff. And biodegradable toilet paper. That's it for the top pouch. Going into the main pack then. Now this has got a great feature. Obviously I'm going to review this properly, but the way this opens up, it's like an envelope style opening, which is really cool. There's no messing. You basically, you're open up and you're straight in. There's no draw cords or anything to mess with. And you can see it's got a nice PU coating there, which is pretty much waterproof, you know, other than the stitching going through. It's going to keep your kit dry in pretty much any conditions. However, it's always good drills to have your kit in a dry bag, which I've got there. Okay, inside here then, mainly to keep my stuff organised rather than waterproof, but it does waterproof it extra as well, is I've got a dry bag here with a shemag in it, a pair of gloves and a woolly hat. So just to add a bit of, you know, warmth in those cold nights. In here then, in this little bag here, Ivar Bergman made me this over in Alaska. So thanks Ivar, thanks a lot for making that out of this cool Frost MO5 camouflage pattern. I've basically got my cook system, which is my gas, a gas cooker there, and some brew kit. So I've got all my 3-in-1 coffees in there. So in conjunction with the metal mug, that's what I'm going to cook my brews on, and any food, and you know, unless I'm actually making a fire. Talking of food, that's pretty much a 24-hour broken down ration pack there. Again, I'll put a link up above talking about how I break down ration packs, but in there I've got 2 main meals, a whole load of snacks, and then even more brew kit in there. So that's the brew kit you get out of a ration pack. So, you know, peanut butter, cookies and cream bar, biscuits, all sorts of stuff, flapjack. There's muesli in there as well. That is a 24-hour ration pack right there. Going in a little bit deeper then is my waterproof jacket. So you definitely need, in the UK, 100% you need a waterproof jacket when you go outdoors, so that's there, good to go. And then in the bottom here is my warm jacket. So this here is a Corinthia. MIG, as it says on the tin. Absolutely fantastic warm jacket. I'll probably scale this back a little bit as we go into the warmer months now, but for the winter months, this is a great warm jacket. That's the whole of the main pocket done then. And the last thing, there's a little external pocket here, and what I've got is my water filter, okay, with a Sea-Knock Outdoors bag. Again, I've done a review on this. I'll put a link up there to show that. So going from left to right then, I've got my belt kit with all the contents of it there, including the med kit, rations, cook system there, water bottle, warm accessories, shemag and stuff, waterproof jacket and Corinthia warm jacket, shelter system, and then my other small bits and pieces, like my head torch, my small bag of basically fixing gear and batteries and such, water filter, toilet paper, spork, rubbish bag and axe. So there we have it then, a fairly short video talking about all my kit that I use for a day out in the woods practicing bushcraft and survival skills and just having a day out relaxing and stuff. It'll be interesting to see what Jess from Endurance Room, what he packs, any differences, any similarities that he's got with his kit. Obviously he lives in a different environment to me, he lives out in the woods, out in the States, so it'll be interesting to see what he packs and what the differences are. Also, I mean, anybody out there, if you do this sort of thing, is there any differences or any similarities to stuff you pack? Any sort of good ideas, tips and hints about things that you find useful for doing this sort of thing? I'll be interested to hear them. Again, thank you very much to those that are supporting the channel by taking on the memberships. I'll put the names up here. Really good stuff there, so really appreciate that support. I've just got some new patches made up. Just got some of these just made up, and those that have taken on the membership, you'll be getting one of those patches sent out to you soon. Okay, so thanks a lot for that, guys. Anyway, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll be seeing you again soon, and stay prepared.